So reviews worksheet 7A is all about graphing. And so you're going to be graphing the two lines, or the two equations that are provided, and then where they intersect is where you'll get an ordered pair out. And so what that means is that there's a solution for both of these lines at that point. So if we go to graph our y equals 4 line, we'll go to the y-axis, add a positive 4, and we'll make a horizontal line. And then for our x equals 2, we'll go to the x-axis, put a dot at 2, and go up and down. And if you notice, they intersect at 2, 4. So 2, 4 is our solution. If we do a more complicated problem like number 4 here, we're going to have to start with our y-intercept. So this first line, which I think I'm going to graph in blue. So this first line, blue, we got to start at -2, and our slope is 1/2. So we'll go up 1 over 2, and that's where our next point will be put. Then we'll go up 1 over 2. And if you're wondering, you could do the exact same if you wanted to go down 1, but now you go to the left 2, and that's where our next point would be. So I have enough points, and I can graph my line. Look something like that. And then I'll make this other line red. And so I start at +2. And this time, since it's a -3/2, if I go down 3, 1, 2, 3, that's negative because we're decreasing. We're going from 2 all the way down to -1. So that's taking care of the negativeness in the fraction, because a negative divided by a positive is still a negative number. So now we'll go 2 to the right, and if you think about, we're going from 0 all the way to 2, so that's positive, and we'll put our next dot. And that's where our lines overlap. So I've only done 2 points, but that works for us. And we get this overlap right here at 2, -1. So 2, -1, and number 4 is complete. If we take a look at a problem like number 7, we have to do some rearranging before we can graph this line. So we need it to be where y is a single value, so we can't have this 3 here, and we can't have this 2x. So I'm going to first move the 2x, and I'm going to add it. So since it's a -2x, I'll add 2x to the left side and then on to the right side. So I get 3y equals a +2x, and then I need that 3 to go away, so since it's 3 times y, I'll divide it off. Those cancel, and I'll divide by 3 over here. So my red line, I'll say, is y equals 2 over 3x. And now let's solve for our blue line. So I'll subtract the x to the other side, and I'll get 3y equals -x plus 9. The 9 was positive, so that's why it's plus 9. And then I need to get rid of this 3 yet again, so I'll divide by a +3, and that goes for all terms. We didn't have a second term here, but now we do. We have this 9 that we have to deal with. So I'll write this equation over here in blue. So that canceled out, and we are left with y equals, and I'm going to bring this x down, and so there will be a 1 up top, so I'll have a negative 1/3 x, and then 9 divided by 3 is positive 3. So I'll go ahead and graph my blue line. So we'll go to the y-axis first, and we'll go to 3. And then we'll go down 1, to the right 3. Down 1, and to the right 3 yet again. We'll put our point, and then we can graph our line. And then for our red line, we don't have anything for a y-intercept like we did here. So you can think about it as a +0, or we start right where our origin is, so at 0, 0. And then our slope is up 2 to the right 3. And so yet again, with 2 points, I will graph it, and I can see that they overlap at this point here. So how do we tell? We first go to the right, so there's 3, that's our x value, up 2, and that's our y value.